Hello, Rama Puput. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with Lady Subbalakshmi Ammal. She used to fast very often, as she had read in one of the ancient texts. He who wants to know himself and yet pays attention to his body is like a man who trusts a crocodile to take him across a river. She showed this passage to Bhagavan. He replied, "It does not mean that you should starve. You need not torture the body. It only means not giving the body more than what it needs. With your mind, hold on to the enquiry and just keep the body going so that it does not become a hindrance. For this, pure, fresh food, simply prepared and taken in moderation, is a great help." On another occasion, when she asked Bhagavan's permission to put on the sannyasin's orange robes and beg for food, Bhagavan sternly told her, "Will colored clothes give you renunciation? First, learn what sannyasa means." One day, a group of people sat in front of Bhagavan and sang a hymn in praise of the Guru. Bhagavan got up in the middle of the recitation and went away saying, "Prayers and praises will not take one far. It is the merciful look of the Guru that bestows true wisdom." Subbalakshmi Ammal felt proud that she had received Bhagavan's grace of glance fully, not once but many a time. But the next day Bhagavan turned to her and spontaneously said, "Unless one becomes like a 6-month-old baby, there is no hope for one in the realm of true wisdom." Subbalakshmi Ammal recalled, living in the presence of Bhagavan by itself was a true sadhana. It was ever like this with him. Whoever went to him, he would go down to their level. His words and gestures, even the intonation of his voice, would adapt themselves to the level of the people around him. With children, he was their playmate. To family people, a wise counselor. To pandits, a well of knowledge. To yogis, the god of victory. He saw himself in them, and they saw themselves in him, and their hearts would be bound to his feet in the everlasting love. He radiated an overwhelming sense of unity by his mere presence, just as fire spreads light. She added, Bhagavan was the very embodiment of wisdom and kindness. Though he did not mind our faults and mistakes, he made us follow his instructions to the letter. We had to do the same task again and again until it was done to his complete satisfaction. Did he do it for himself, or of what use was it to him? He wanted to prove to us that we could do things right, and that only lack of patience and attention causes a mess. He sometimes seemed to be severe, even harsh, to make us do something correctly, for he knew what we did not know, that we can act correctly if we only try. With experience comes confidence, and with confidence the great peace of righteousness. What a noble teacher of work and wisdom Bhagavan was! To describe the depth of their relationship as guru and disciple, Subbalakshmi Amma said, in his presence, every moment we felt that he was God, even the feeling we owed to his grace, for he would. From time to time, let us see him as he really was, the Lord Almighty, and not the human frame to which we were accustomed. It was our love for him, a reflection of his love, that chained us to his feet and made us stay. For him we gave up earth, home, and all our earthly ties. We only knew we were safe with him, that in some miraculous way he would take us to our goal. He himself was our goal, our real home. I was fortunate to be very close to her. I was a chubby 2-year-old child at the time. Unlike my brothers who were shy, I was rather fearless and had no hesitation in approaching members outside the family. Hence, these cooks would play with me and fuss over me. One day, Subbalashmi Ammal took me outside the kitchen, sat me on her lap, and fed me my lunch. I was holding 2 mangoes tightly in my hands. Suddenly, a huge male monkey that had seen the mangoes made its way towards me. Out of fear, I turned my face towards Subbalashmi Ammal. She came to my rescue. Wrapping her arms around me, she protected me from the monkey. She was fully aware of the danger she was exposing herself to. And sure enough, the monkey in his wrath bit off a chunk of flesh from her arm. Bleeding profusely, she handed me over to someone. All feared rabies, since there was no antidote for rabies at that time. But by God's grace, nothing happened to her. She was hospitalized and bore a deep scar on her arm for the rest of her life. I, of course, forgot about the incident. When I was older and I saw the scar on her arm, I asked her out of curiosity, "What is this scar on your arm?" I felt very disturbed when I was told that it had occurred when she was trying to protect me. However, Subbalashmi Ammal comforted me by saying, "No, no, do not feel sorry. I am very grateful." That's all, folks. Let's continue in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Pupudu.